Rockstar Splashguard Universal Mudflaps.
Alright, ready, set, go!
Alright, I got the Rockstar Splashguard Mudflaps. These are a foot by 2 foot universal mudflaps. Hopefully they'll be flush with the pocket style fender flares. If not, I'll return them, but we'll see, because I want to be legit and never get pulled over, with states like Pennsylvania being real strict about mud flaps, fender flares, all this crazy stuff. So I just want it, and plus I don't want to be throwing up rocks at people, because that happened to me. 18-wheeler in front of me, rock flew up and hit the windshield on a rental car. Luckily I was completely covered, but the guy didn't have a mud flap or something. So gonna see if these fit. Alright, these things are heavy duty. Really thick, like that's some weight right there. Both sides are the same. It looks like it has marks, but it doesn't. I mean, it's not anything. You can hear how heavy duty they are. They have the cutouts here for like the mounting bracket stuff, which is all included, which I probably won't use. I'm gonna drill my own holes, make my own cuts, because these are universal. And then they also come with these stylish aesthetic reversible trim plates. So let's see, yeah, they're both the same, which you can put down here if you want it to be clear that you have mud flaps, and that I guess those will reflect light and stuff, which is pretty cool actually. You could put all different kinds of stuff on that. You could put like red reflective tape, or TRD symbol, whatever you really wanted, but I'm not going to be using them. I'm going to keep it blacked out. Alright, so here's the rear look of that little baby size mud flap. All that extra tire that sticks out from the top of there down, I'm going to try and cover by moving the edge of that mud flap over to be up there. Now, I don't know what the law says about how high off the ground it must be, because with the 4-inch spacer that they put in there, right now this mud flap is sitting at 13 inches off the ground. I'm on a slant right now. We'll say it's a foot. So -4 from that. The mud flap used to be way down there at like 8, 9 area. So this big ass universal mud flap should do the trick for both of those things, and save everybody a chipped window, and also me a ticket in some of those really strict states. So hopefully this will be easy. These are all cut to custom now. You know, they flop back. I kind of like the look of that, but it's 3 bolts, and then I may need to use this pop fastener, depending. Hopefully not that one. That should be it though. Let's get those off and see. Oh, and then this comes with a bendable bracket. It shows instructions on how you bend it and everything, but it goes up under there, and figure. Old mud flap off. There it is. It's nice and long. It'll actually fit up to the top of this and this. So I'm gonna have to take the JB weld off. It'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fasteners holding it on. I raise it up to those top 2 there, and it's gonna stick out and look nice and flush, and cover all that. And also the thickness is just as thick as the tire. It's gonna be perfect. So gonna make a few marks, drill some holes, take that JB weld off, and it's done, baby. Alright, just got back from Home Depot. Here are the factory screws that we're going through the fender holes, and when I put them through the universal mud flap, they have that much clearance. So I figured they used to go that deep. I need to pretty much double up in length. So I did just that. I got a very aggressive thicker screw, doubled up in length, and then I got an aggressive regular thickness screw, doubled up in length, and then I got washers that'll fit each respectively. So I think honestly I'm gonna try these first, the heavy duty ones. I'd rather be safe than sorry. If they don't fit, I'll just go to the regular sized ones. This job is gonna be super easy. I think it's 6 on each side. The hardest part is gonna be removing the JB weld, and I'll probably re-JB weld over these once they're all set in place. Here's the template. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it's been about 2 hours, but there's the 6 factory holes, and that's the correct template now. I flipped it over the one already drilled ready to go and just brought it onto this side just to make sure, and it fits exactly the same, thank God. So I can just copy it onto this one. There it is. All the bolts nice and tight, the big ones, heavy duty, flush from the rear. All right. Well, I guess I didn't need to return them, but there they are, Rockstar Splashguard Universal Mudflap design. Another pack, yep, for the front. I love these, and hopefully with the tire turning, the front won't rub as much. You know, it's going to rub a little more now. These are about that thick, so at the rub point it already is, because if I'm at full crank I get a little bit of sidewall rub. You know, I might get a little more rub, but I think it's worth it for what these will do. They'll protect the bottom of the frame at the front there, which I'll show in a minute. Yep, heavy duty. All the other stuff. Alright, it's been about a week. I've had the rear mud flaps on. They've been doing great. Out here to do the other two, the front mud flaps. I just went to Home Depot, picked up a whole nother pack of those washers, and then 10 more of those bolts. The woman actually wrapped it in a separate bag and tied it shut for me. But yeah, those bolts. I actually only need 4, unfortunately. It'll still hold, I know it will. And the way I did this was took a tape measure and measured from the bottom of the flap down. It's exactly 12 inches. So I want to make sure it looks correct and everything. So I measured out here for the 12 inch. And it's only gonna hold these 4 bolts. I don't know if the camera's picking this up. 1, 2, which is JB welded, which isn't too hard to take off actually. 3 and 4 down there, the other 2. I wanted to get way up here and get this 5th one. It's only one more, but if I put it up that high, the 12-inch thing doesn't work. Alright, where the top of that one is, there isn't a hole adjacent over there. So I'm going to attempt to make one with one of these pop fasteners. It's deep, it has the teeth, and then the screw will go inside of it and widen it once it's through the hole. So I have to make sure to make the hole smaller, so this is already too tight right there. I'm gonna go out on a limb and try that. It'll hold already with what it has, the amount of bolts, but I want one more anyway. All right, give you a little more detailed look of how I did it. That's like a sharp point, tiny screwdriver, and that just poked right through the wheel well wall, this thin plastic. And inside, that's probably 4.5, 5 inches deep. So there'll be plenty of room for the pop fastener and the actual screw. And I already got it placed where I want it. So the first one is going to be the hinge, which will measure horizontally where I want it. And then I get it situated basically. And it looks correct to me, and it also matches the other one. Alright, after some work, I got the front one on. Sitting flush like the back one with the fender flare. Here it is. I did make that top bolt. That's a factory, and then I made another of my own holes there. And then the 3. Alright, so that is the pattern. And before I actually put it on, I'm going to hit that lower metal area back there with some more Rust-Oleum rubberized spray to seal the deal. And I'm also going to match this on the other side before I actually poke the holes. Alright, they're all ready to go. Everything is placed. Just putting a little bit of this back on right there where the rocks had flown up on that piece of metal. Right there. This is all plastic around here, but that one spot on both sides. Alright, they are both fully on, baby. Yes, baby. 6 bolts all the way tight, the thick ones with the washers. Next thing I have to do is put the Rust 2K followed by the JB Weld on all of them. All 4 mud flaps. And this side is also done. Both uniform and identical. And this one went on just as easy as the other one, perfectly. Oh man, it's real tight on there too. Like, it's not going anywhere. The bottom has its little flappiness. So we'll check rub. Next, I'm gonna do the Rust 2K and then the JB Weld on all of them. And I just wanted to show, here were the factory rear mud flaps. Look at these rinky dinkers. Like those, and those didn't even hang out or cover the width of the tire. Trash. And then I had actually gotten a plastic bin from Home Depot and cut it because I was just going to make my own front ones, and I'm just so glad that I got these heavy duty thick ones and just did it right. The hardest part about this that took almost 3 hours was getting the math, doing the measurements basically to get those holes right the first time or the second time. Some of them I had to do it twice, but I learned from the rear mud flaps, and the front ones were even easier. So loving that now. I think that looks so clean and so legal. And I don't know if I mentioned, the whole point of this is legality up in states like Pennsylvania and some of those northern tri-state areas. Real specific on the motor vehicle laws. But this truck is clean. You can't pull me over in this, except for the front window tint. But if I have my windows down in the front, everything else is completely legal on this thing. So, all right, that is it for the mud flaps. There is the JB welded 6 bolts. This was done about 20 minutes ago. It's still drying on the front. And then here too, just real sloppy, getting it all around the washer and the bolt angles. Now this is the back one, done about 5 minutes ago. 5 to 10. Again, nice and sloppy all over. And this one done 1 minute ago. So that's it. That's it for the Mudflaps. Gonna really enjoy these. Really glad I got them. And I guess I didn't mention I've had them on now for 6-7 days. I put a lot of the videos on the back burner to get more footage and stuff and just get lazy. And you can see the dirt on the mud flap from those 7 days. Yep. Doing their job.